What's going on, guys? Welcome to Ajax Reviews. Today we review House of Wax. Directed by Jaume Collet-Serra. A group of teens are unwittingly stranded near a strange wax museum and soon must fight to survive and keep from becoming the next exhibit. So, House of Wax from 2005. I watched this movie only one time prior to this time. And honestly, it was in a very bad time in my life where I don't remember it because I was extremely drunk. The only person that I remembered being in this movie was Paris Hilton, only because everybody would always talk about her death. That was their favorite part. Oh my god, I'm so glad when Paris Hilton died. Like, really? Like, just 2 years prior, everybody loved her. Now all of a sudden, everybody hates her. Whatever. Going back to the first time I watched this, again, I didn't really remember a whole lot. I remember that the guy had a face that was made out of wax. Other than that, I didn't remember anything. I didn't remember the little town. I didn't remember the museum being made of wax. I didn't remember anything. So watching it this time was kind of like watching it with fresh eyes. And since I watched it with fresh eyes, this is what I thought of it.
Okay, this is getting kind of creepy.
I'd say out of every 100 to 200 remakes, there's one that's a gem. House of Wax is not that gem. If they would have left the House of Wax name off of this and made some subtle changes, it might have been better. But thinking back to the original movie, I mean, you guys should have just left the title alone. You should have left the whole damn movie alone, honestly. Now, that's not to say that it was absolutely terrible, because it wasn't. But it wasn't good either. I usually don't like to review movies that have been remade. The reason being is because I'm one of those guys that's a firm believer in leave it the f*** alone. House of Wax did not need a remake. The only movies that really do need a remake is something that really truly needs to be rebooted, or something that was just so terrible but had a great idea that could be executed better now. Those are the movies that one could argue would deserve a remake. House of Wax, definitely not. It's just really tough to get over the fact that they remade a movie and f***ed with a movie that didn't need to be messed with, took liberties with it, and made it worse. It's literally just another remake in a sea of remakes made with recognizable faces, mostly from the CW, to make a quick payday. All of that aside, though, I'm going to review this movie for everything. The acting was good. The practical effects were okay, and the kills were just kind of so-so. But the highlight for me was Elisha Cuthbert. She was, and always will be super hot, and she's a good actress. She's really the only reason to watch this movie. Well, unless you're a Supernatural fan. Elisha's on-screen performance was the only thing that kept me watching this movie. Now, what did I like about this movie? Elisha Cuthbert. And to go back with what everybody said way back in the day, 2005, 2006, when Paris Hilton died. That was the only death that was cool. Not just because it happened to Paris Hilton. It was actually a pretty cool death. It was probably the best kill in the movie. Doesn't matter who they gave it to. Just the fact that it was Paris Hilton made it that much better. The practical effects weren't horrible, and the acting was actually really good. What did I dislike about this movie? The CGI effects were absolute garbage. They were so f***ing bad, man. And also the town. The town, you could tell, was a very, very cheaply made set. Some more things that I didn't like is that there were some action sequences that just went on way too long. I was just sitting there twiddling my thumbs there for a few of them going, Jesus Christ, hurry up. And the fact that the movie itself was just way too long. So, in conclusion, would I recommend House of Wax? I mean, I'm guilty of owning this, but only because it came in a 3-pack with 2 other movies. Now, if you're a fan of mid-2000s horror, then yeah, get it. You'll probably love it. But, coming from a die-hard 1980s slasher fan, no, don't get it. This movie just comes off too fake. And the fact that I'm 99% against remakes anyway, just makes this worse. So, with all that being said, guys, I'm going to give this movie a 3 out of 5. And that's going to do it for me for today, guys. So until next time, remember, stay smart, stay clean, keep the dream. Don't let the man get you down, because if he does, he may bend you over and fill your bunghole with hot wax just because you were banging around with Paris Hilton. Well, I mean, if you're banging Paris Hilton, you deserve it. Amongst other things.